Simone's home is a residential group home for teenage girls ages 12 to 18 in long-term foster care. We house 6 girls that have been in foster care for a long period of time, no fault of their own, and we teach life skills so that once they turn 18, they can maintain their independence. They take care of themselves, they all have chores, they do their own cooking and washing and grocery shopping. They all have to work during the summer, and some have jobs during the school year. We have life skills on Monday, Bible study on Wednesday, church on Sunday. Some of them go to counseling and they have therapy appointments, but as a group, we try to do fun activities also.
I see the girls when they first get here. We get a lot of new ones come through, and I see them and they're kind of rough around the edges, don't want to get too close, don't want to open up and talk. And I notice that after a few weeks, I'll come and they're laughing and they're bonded with other girls. It's like it's a family. It's more of a family atmosphere, and that's what all these girls want. They want their own family, and this is a version of that that's a lot better, a lot closer to it than where they came from.
Success comes in many different packages here at Simone's home. I've witnessed 4 girls graduate from high school, 3 of which started college, 2 that are currently still in college. So those are bigger success stories. You know, if they get jobs and have never worked before and they work a summer job and they're excited and they get up and they're cashing their paycheck, that's a success story. I've had young girls whose self-esteem was so low that she walked with her head down, you know, and 5 or 6 feet behind you, and to just be with her and encourage her and now have her hold her head up and say, hey, I am beautiful and I am somebody. That's a success story.
Stephanie spent her own money buying this home. Her family came in and helped her fix it up. I mean, she can tell stories about, you know, Uncle so-and-so fixed this and Aunt somebody sewed these curtains. I mean, it's an incredible story.
I remember when we first bought the house. When I say we, I mean I. Sitting in this very room, there was a huge hole in the roof where I could see the sky, and I remember how beautiful it was. And I remember looking down and seeing the ground. So when I bought the house, it didn't have any plumbing, it didn't have any electrical. We started from scratch. So we've come a long way, but yet and still we still have a long way to go. We need funds just to get our credit cards paid off. We need a new roof, and just so I don't have to worry about lights, water, and gas, and I can focus on program development. I remember having a young lady who, it was her 16th birthday, and we had just opened the home up, and I got some volunteers involved, and they made her birthday huge. They had a DJ, and they had invitations, but the thing that impressed her the most is that we actually had a birthday cake with her name on it. And she's standing there crying, she was like, oh, Miss Stephanie, it has my name on it, and they paid $35 for it. And she was so moved by that. Now me and her both are crying. You know, that just was a prime example of things that we take for granted. Here this child is celebrating her 16th birthday and had never even had a cake with her name on
it. You know, it sounds like a great idea. Oh, I'll open this group foster home. But you talk about being in the trenches. You know, if everyone who works here walks out, it's all on Stephanie. If the girls are sick, if there's a problem, if there's a crisis, it's all on Stephanie. That is a huge responsibility.
I cried a lot my first 2 years of being open, you know, and I thought I was tough, and I don't believe in wasting tears or pity party, but just the reality of foster care. I mean, I cried a lot, you know, and I still cry, not as much as I used to.
It's hard when I get here and I see somebody that I've been talking to and kind of bonded with, and they're gone. They had to go, or it was time to go. And she has to put up with that all the time. And she's still here, and she's still in it. And she's even willing to stick her neck out for those that run and want to come back. If she can get them back, she'll try to get them back in here, because she knows it's better in here than it is out there.
I just know God has promised me that some young lady is going to come through my program that's going to literally change the world for the better. So I stand on that, and I get so excited every time I get a new girl in my program. And I look at them all because they all have the potential of changing the world for the better. I mean, it is a challenge. It's nothing easy. It's nothing that I could have ever imagined or prepared myself for. But God promised never to leave me, and He's always held my hand. So I love what I do, and I love my girls.